Hi, this is Carol Springer, and welcome back to part 2 on custom report types. I did lie in the last video saying I would cover campaigns with Pardot emails and campaigns with Pardot assets, but it was just getting too long, and I like to keep these videos pretty short. So we are now going to show you real quickly how to make a custom report type to pull in assets. So the last report we did would pull in the stats for your email templates. The assets is going to pull in your forms, percentages, your landing pages, and your email information as well. And one thing I didn't cover last time is you can pull in opportunities related to those campaigns. So let's get started here. So how I got to this screen here is I went to home in the setup, home. Of course, you got to be an admin for this. Clicked on report types, and I get here report types. Okay, report types, and you'll see, you don't see it if I don't think it shows you somewhere all the custom report types you have. I'm sure there is. Okay, so continue, and there is campaigns with Pardot email stats. That's what I just made a few minutes ago. So now we have a new custom report type, very similar. Campaigns is the primary object, and campaigns with marketing assets. You can say Pardot assets. We'll say Pardot assets here. Report type, and it's going to require you to have a description. Campaigns with Pardot assets pulled in. If you use Marketing Cloud, I suspect it's kind of similar system for Marketing Cloud reports. And we're going to store this in the campaigns area. So again, when I make, we'll talk about that later. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just deploy this. I know what I'm doing. I don't have to worry about it being a mess. I'm in the developer edition. So campaigns, and this time I'm going to pull in campaign feed, okay? So I like to do this, generally speaking. I can always filter out people that do not have any campaign data. But this way I can see if all my campaigns, who has some campaign data and who hasn't, or not who, but which campaigns have no campaign data. All right, campaigns, campaign feed is my secondary item, and I save that, okay? And so now I can go into my reports here. This was my campaigns with Pardot assets. So now I go into reports. First thing, good best practice to see if that report already exists. And I'm going to go to new report. And remember, we had talked about, what's the primary campaign? So, or primary object to pull this report from, it's campaigns. And now we have campaigns with Pardot assets. Okay, so I know these are my two Pardot reports. Okay, so by default, it has campaign name. That's it. Okay, and there's some filters in here by default. My active campaigns. Okay, let's do all campaigns. Apply. Created. Let's just do all time. Okay, and then we go to fields. Now I have to decide, what do I want to pull in here? Okay, so I would have like my Pardot, my forms. I have emails. Again, I can have some email information as well, but I'd like to have the email information separated. And this one, yeah, the subject line for the email doesn't come in this one. That's what we had to do another one. So let's go, I want to have forms. So I don't worry about the whole hierarchy. Views, not really important to me. Total form submission in campaign. Okay, so that sounds like a really good one. I got to go back to my outline here. Okay, and landing pages. And so here's a gotcha. If you're not familiar with Pardot forms and landing pages very well, if you put a Pardot form on a Pardot landing page, the statistics of that landing page show up in it's called a landing page form submission. Okay, I think they actually just added that. They put the word form in there. So put that in there in case there's some forms being bringing in data from landing pages instead of just a form on, say, your website. Okay, and then We also could do emails, total emails delivered in the campaign. So if we're doing email programs tied to the campaign, then it will show up in here as well. And then maybe my key metric is clicks, unique email clicks in campaigns. So that's the only one I really want to pull in there. And maybe want to pull in opportunities. How many opportunities were developed in this campaign? And so there's a little gotcha there about that. Opportunities in campaign. Opportunities are only going to show up if the people in the campaign are now attached to the opportunity. So when you have a person does something and they're a lead, for example, and then you convert them and you create an opportunity, you need to make sure that person who was a prospect is the right term in Pardot now has a contact affiliation to the opportunity. And then the system can say, oh, that campaign influences opportunity. If the contact is not attached to the opportunity, we can't associate those campaigns, okay? So campaigns are tied to people only for now. Tied to accounts is something coming soon, okay? And so I have that. Let's save and run. And okay, I don't see that. You have very limited space here, so I usually take out the word report. Campaigns with Pardot Assets, TY this year, whatever, all time. Please add your description. Again, I implore you to add a description for maybe your successors or for you in a year from now. It's going to help you out. Remember why you made this report. Okay, I'm going to put this in a public report. Save it. And this is a developer edition, so we might not have too much data in there. I think I may have a couple reports, forms filled out. Okay, so we have a user conference, 2 form submissions, no landing pages affiliated that, no emails. 1 opportunity was created, so that shows up right there. Okay, so you can sign off now and you'll know what to do. But if you have a few minutes, I'm going to share with you a few more things. If we go to Pardot, if you're familiar with campaigns in Pardot, there's this report here, marketing campaigns, and it picked the user conference. And you can see all the people affiliated with that specific campaign. And then it shows the opportunities, and then you can do like your ROI eventually. So this has been around for a long time in Pardot. And so more and more of these features are now moving into Salesforce. And there's one area here, user conference. We can also see here all the people. So these again, these are all objects, campaigns, leads. I'm in the Pardot Lightning app right now. A lot of times you might be in something like the sales app. Let's see what the default one here is. Yeah, sales app. Typically you won't have any Pardot items in here, but you'd have, these other common objects for sales, leads, contacts, accounts. So campaigns, user conference, and now you can pull in the opportunities affiliated with the campaign members. So if I had no campaign members, there's no way I'd have an opportunity. And then there's also a new feature I'll show you in a little bit where you put the engagement history in here and perhaps some really cool charts and graphs. So that's it for custom report types for campaigns with Pardot Assets. Thanks and have a great day. Bye-bye.